Assalamualaikum students, welcome back to Global Public School online classes. In our previous class we studied about the India's foreign policy, the meaning and how the country can stay without having a connection with other countries, and what are the factors in which influence to have a foreign policy, and why any country need to have the foreign policy, all that we studied in our last class. So in this class we are going to study some of the important foreign policy which India has, that is non-alignment policy, Panchashila principles, anti-apartheid policy, disarmament, all that we are going to study in this class. So before we start, we know that this lesson is Indian foreign policy, and the first aspect of our Indian foreign policy, that is the Panchashila principles. Students, normally what we do is, though we are good, maybe a strong country or a weak country, normally they have their own social, economical, political and cultural systems which they already have, but they always strive to increase the healthy relationship with other countries. I told you why a country need to have a healthy relationship with other countries. First is for the national security, the second is for increasing the cultural richness, economic for the economic richness, and to spread the cultural information what we have, and for the border security, and also to know who's our friendly countries and who are our enemies, and finally for the world peace and coexistence, right? So this is what we wanted the foreign policy for. But here, Panchashila principle, see what this principle is all about, when did it started and who actually were involved in it, is based on the similar lines to have the healthy relationship with one with another country. In 1954, both India and China accepted the Panchashila principles to have the healthy international relationship. Who entered into this agreement is Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, and the Zhou Enlai, the China's head at that point of time. So these two people entered to an agreement of Panchashila principles. Panchashila principle, that in which year, students? 1954. So here, what is this principles all about? You can see a small image which is shown here. See, according to this principle, first, a country should respect another country's sovereignty and their regional interest, and one country should not have invasions of each other, and one country should not interfere in any other's internal issues, maybe anything for that matter, and mutual cooperation and respect should be there. If we are entering into the Panchashila principles, the mutual cooperation between us should be there, and last but not the least is peaceful and coexistence, that we will not harm each other at any point of time once we are entering to this agreement. So the next policy comes up here is non-alignment policy. Students, a small information I would like to give here. See, after the Second World War, the Cold War happened. Cold War is nothing but the two strongest countries, they divided themselves into the two power blocks. The world was actually divided into two power blocks after the end of Second World War. What actually happened is, the democratic countries were under the hegemony, means in the side of USA, and the communist countries were in the side of Russia. So these two countries, they started to fight like anything. I mean, USSR, Russia. Here, at that point of time, India followed a non-alignment policy. What is this non-alignment policy means? It did not even support either a Russia or USA. Ideally, we are a democratic country, we could have supported USA, but it did not support Russia or USA. It stayed calm. it gave a very clear statement that we're not going to help you, we're not going to be coming into any side when you guys are fighting. So it was successful in commanding the faith from both the blocs. It secured a financial assistance even from the USA and the military assistance from the USSR in some point of time. See, non-alignment policy deals with every international event independently, and see, normally what happens is countries will try to target the another country when they are actually not helping, right? So, but here our India, they actually faced all the problems independently, and the credit of creating an independent policy of non-aligned and making it a part of the world, so that goes to especially India. So see here, after the Nehru, the prime ministers like Lal Bahadur Shastri and Indira Gandhi, they followed the principles of eye for an eye in the foreign policy. So they kept they kept a keen eye on the foreign policies which India is following, and the wars held in 1965 and the 1971 with Pakistan were guided by this policy. Students, what happened is a big war happened between India and Pakistan in the year 1965 and 1971. But finally, when in the year 1971 India-Pakistan war happened, finally the Pakistan, which was a full Pakistan, it was divided into two halves, that is Pakistan and Bangladesh. That's when Bangladesh got liberated from Pakistan because of the non-alignment policy. The Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee tried to reform our foreign policy and strive to have a better relationship with Pakistan in a many ways by creating a Lahore Bus Yatra conference, Kashmir Agreement, Tashkent Agreement, Simla Agreement. With all the agreements, they tried to have a good relationship with the Pakistan after the wars, but still the relationship is a far thing which cannot be cleared now. Fine, students, we studied about the two important policies, that is the Panchshila principles and the non-alignment policy for today. So in our next class we are going to study about the apartheid policy, anti-imperialism and disarmament policy. But before that, I want you to read this concept, understand and write it in the notes, explanatory notes. And if you have any doubts, you can reach out to me at any point of time. Until then, stay safe, stay home and keep your learning button on. Thank you so much, students. Allah Hafiz.